Okay.
Over here, by the plant.
And like,
He's gonna think the plant's talking to him. This is great.
and he like looks over and he's like, buddy, I didn't know you could talk. Why you sound like a girl?
I'm not the plant. I was hoping you'd come over though. This is Texas. I'm invisible right now.
All of Texas.
Well, not all of Texas.
Oh my god.
A person. I technically lived there for a very short time. You met me.
I don't need to know your backstory. What
Okay.
what do you need?
Well, there's a group of people.
No.
A lot has changed in the past 12 hours.
Good God, man! You have a dangle now. I'm not going to fault you for any sort of like thing that you went through. Your body has gone through a metamorphosis overnight. Please, it's fine. You do not need to apologize. And he just kind of looks at you and puts a hand on your shoulder and just like.
You got a dangle.
Like, all right, you were somebody who lived in Texas,
Right.
and then you
It's
took
not
the name
important
Texas?
though. That part isn't important. This is the important thing.
Why would you open with that if
No.
it wasn't
Well,
important?
I was just trying to introduce myself. Okay, so
Okay.
the important thing is there was a group in here, and now there's still one of them, but the others are gone, but they're coming back, and they want to kill us?
Are they from Texas too?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. But the important thing is they want to kill at least one, if not more, of us, and or do serious harm and damage. So, do
Okay.
you guys have rules or like a safe room?
No, we kind of play
Or-
it fast and loose here.
Yeah, I've heard that. So we should just kind of hightail it on out of here?
I mean, you could fight them. That'd be kind of entertaining. No,
Well-
right?
Am I bound to some sort of thing? I feel like the most responsible thing to do is to know, like, before you put on jewelry given to you by a god.
You feel like the most
Well,
responsible thing to do when a god
I-
offers you a gift is to be like, well, what
Well,
is
no,
that? Is
I
there a
thank you
user
very
agreement
much.
that
I
we
just-
need to sign here?
I
This
feel like
is- I mean, she's very nice, but this is no Banyan, the god of the lions. I mean, he's the king of the beasts.
And as Bubba walks out, he goes, hey, man, now I'm gonna get him, turn him on. Woo!
Sorry guys, that's Big Bubba. I know, how you doing?
And I'm man, film, artificial ball, just put his stuff all the time.
You ain't fooling? Hell, my brother Cletus would love to talk to you.
Hey, man, I'm Terrell from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all feeling pretty like people going in.
All right, now sounds good.
I'm just gonna cast in code thoughts to just pull this memory out for later. Someone's gonna want to study.
Are you always invisible?
No, I just did this because I was trying to be stealthy. It's not working very well. I can see
No,
that.
because you're still talking.
I know, I have learned my lesson. I haven't learned my lesson. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to do more stupid stuff. It just kind of happens.
Don't look at me like that.
It's so close. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is Tuesday night. It's time for a little Dungeons and Dragons here on Indigo Chameleon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We have such an awesome lineup of cool stuff for you to experience with some D&D set in Wildmount. We have a dice giveaway tonight. Just epicness all across the board. So thank you for tuning in. A few announcements before we get started. We have a Discord. Come and hang out with us. We'd love to have you there. We got memes and inspiration and the latest recruitment. And kids, I got some weird ideas coming. That's weirder than Faye babysitting. So, Faye babysitting. Yep. TM. So, not only do we have a Discord where you can hang out, we also have a merch store. We can get cool stuff like the T-shirt that Akabu's Bender is wearing. That T-shirt, you can buy his T-shirt. It's the weirdest thing.
Off his back.
You buy your own t-shirt.
For 1,000 bits.
It depends on how much we're paying.
T-shirt, can they?
Now they can see his T-shirt. You can also buy cool mugs like these mugs. I don't know why I put it against my nose just now. That was weird. But thank you so much for everybody that contributes and spends their hard-earned monies to buy things that have our logo on them. So I think that's it for little plugs and stuff like that. Upcoming schedule for this week. We got a lot of great stuff coming. Thursday, we actually head back into Eberron with the Eberron arc. For the Lost Isle, we had to miss an episode we had to call in due to Florida, which is a legit excuse. You can also call into Florida if you've had too many natty lights and just can't come into work that day. So,
Wait, there's a too many in Florida?
Yes.
Yes.
One.
God, I love that woman. So join us on Thursday for that. On Friday, we have a brand new D&D 101. We've got some newbies playing some D&D, including and Akabu's Bender is going to be there to help them along the path to
I'm
greatness.
gonna guide them.
Like a guiding bolt.
I don't have
To
that
the
face.
So join us Friday. Please show up on Friday, even if it's just for for a second. A lot of them are very nervous. We actually have a dear viewer who is tuning in all the way from England, who's waking up at midnight 30 to play this game. So we are very happy to be able to host and help teach this awesome game to the people that we love and the people that help support the channel. So
I'm gonna teach all of them to play exactly like Timo. It's gonna be great.
Oh no! I'm just reading now in the Discord. Eric can't make it, so
strange.
It's
gonna be fixed.
But thank you all. So if you can tune in a little bit on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, to just help support the noobs, that would be great. And then on Tuesday, that will take us right back around to Tuesday. We've also got stuff going on with Storytellers Union. Wanderlust, the podcast, is up and running. You can listen to past episodes of us kind of goofing around. We're going to try something a little new and different. We want to reward you, the dear viewers out there that are watching the show. So what I think we're going to do is you're still going to be able to listen to the awesome Wanderlust, an exploration of Wildmount podcast that it is, but we're actually going to stagger it a tiny little bit. We might actually put like a week in between episodes, so to reward you all for wanting to follow along with the story, almost a la the Critical Role model of it takes putting a week of space in between, because we love putting out the podcast and we love doing it for you guys, but we also love it to see people in chat. It helps us out. So Kenny, hello, Just Asparagus. That name keeps getting better every time. It is also September this September. Lots of benefits for you, dear viewers. And thank you, Wolfgren. I love you too. Lots of benefits for you, dear viewers, and lots of benefits to help the channel going. So for every subscription that you do, and gifted subscriptions and things of that sort. Okay, I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. Does anybody have anything they want to plug? Any artistic endeavors that you would? Are you? It's a 2020, good year.
It's a healing potion.
You know, you keep saying it.
I'm not giving it to anybody. It's for
the labels in the internet would never lie to us. So I think then let's jump into it. Our dice giveaway this evening. Let's actually do that. We have a dice giveaway. We've got a.
I'm not giving y'all none of my dice. Stop looking at me. I don't have a problem.
We've got
I
a
can stop buying
brand new set
anything
of
I want.
dice. Type in the word temple one time and one time only to win the dice. Yeah, you can plug your phone in. Go ahead, Arcady. But type the word dice one time and one time. Or no, temple one time and one time only into the chat. You'll be entered into the giveaway. You need to stick around until the end of the show where we announce the winner of the giveaway. But they're really cool. So
I may have to get people to type that again because I've got Nightbot all up and ready and going, and it's not taking that keyword.
Oh, that's
You know
okay.
what? While we're doing that, I need each of you to just take a second, stop what you're doing, go find 2 friends, have them log into the stream right now.
And then have them tell 2 friends.
Yes.
This is sounding very pyramid scheming.
Look, I don't care. I need these dice.
If we hit 25 viewers this evening at some point, then Aelin or Alcaboose Bender will be receiving his own set of Green Mother Melora dice. So he is trying. So put out the anyone who's not out there doing anything, get here quick. Send out the bat signal.
Not about begging.
No.
Alright, so if you just typed temple, go ahead and type the temple again. Wolf, I've got yours. Arkini, I've got yours. I think we're good. So everybody from there
Holly,
on out
Hammer,
will get it. I had
Art.
to restart Nightbot.
Hey, Emerald.
We're
Hey,
good.
Captain. Thank you. Okay. So yes, put out
Yeah.
the all call. There you
Grim, you the best.
go. Tamper. All right. Once upon a time, in Wanderlust, an exploration of Wildmount, the crew went on their first mission. They went on their first hunt when it came to working with the Hunters Guild. They set forth to discover what was causing a disturbance in one of the temples of Melora here in Port de Male. Before that, there was a very interesting breakfast excursion. There was a conversation in a tree, which was quite illuminating. The group, having made their way to the Temple of Melora, decided they were given implicit instructions to please do what they can to secure. There would be an extra bit of gold for the group if they managed to capture the creature and not kill it, so as not to taint the ground or the area around the temple. I tried to think of any other word, and then I wound up saying it in Gaelic. To do something to the area. They were also given implicit instructions to kind of leave the waters alone, to which the group replied, absolutely. Then they drank and bathed in the waters after the
I'm gonna throw
battle.
all of us under the bus in this.
Yeah, let's.
Some of them drank and bathed in the
Thank
waters,
you.
not in
It
that
wasn't a
particular-
hard no.
Yeah.
Wasn't a soft.
Am I defense the blood is still ringing in my ears? I couldn't hear him.
After a hard-fought battle of destroying some bugs, to which I did have some backseat gaming from Indigo Jima, who was like, why didn't they just jump on the log and crush all the bugs before the bugs came out? And I was like, oh, that would have worked. Huh.
We didn't know the bugs were
They fought that, and they fought a cloaker. The group emerged victorious, to which they came out and saw a tiefling that looked very similar to our very own Dev, waiting for them, and that's immediately where we're going to pick up. As this individual walks over towards you, he's going to see the group sort of gathered around. Who's holding on to my cloaker? 1, 2. Okay, so the two of you are just sort of
helping as well.
I think so, yeah.
okay. I'm not going to say that it's moving around a lot. I'm going to leave it unconscious for the time being, but you don't know how long that's going to last. Okay. This individual walks over to you, and he goes, "It's still morning-ish. Hey."
Kaizan, I assume?
Yeah.
Who are you and why are you wearing my face?
You look. Give me an investigation check as you start to examine Kazan a little bit. Get up close and personal.
Investigation?
Yeah.
That's going to be 20 altogether.
He looks very similar to you. Very, very, very similar to you, but it's not identical. But you might assume that to a gnome, you know what I mean? Like that there would be. He definitely has the vitiligo alongside the face. It's not in the exact spots that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes. He'll stop for a second and he goes, "Okay. What are you good at?"
Excuse me?
This is a very strange conversation to be having, and if you don't mind, We have to deliver this.
Yeah, he's not even paying attention to you as you're speaking. He's kind of he's looking up and down. Yeah, like
This is real heavy. Bye.
2 of them leave the temple.
Oh, I'm carrying it too.
3 of them leave the temple.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, if I'm in the middle, I would duck out.
Yeah.
Like, I would just duck and let them walk past.
Yeah. So who's staying inside?
I'm staying with him.
You're staying. The 2 of you are leaving.
Is Lax still in the temple?
He is.
Okay, I assume we'll take it to Lax then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of walk over, and Lax just kind of like brings you
Yeah.
over to this where this conversation
Never
is.
mind. If they're going to Lax, I would go that way.
Okay, yeah. You guys walk over to Lax. Let's handle this first, and then we'll cut to the scene that's going on. He goes, he looks you up and down, and he's just kind of studying you.
Did someone send you, or?
His eyes go big, and he almost looks disappointed. You don't know.
I mean, if you tell me, I might.
He hits he like crouches down, and he looks extremely disappointed. So much so that he takes a fist and just kind of like smacks it into the ground really hard, and then gets up and he goes, I don't think it's fair. Okay. Okay. Do you know who you are?
Dev.
Got it. Who are your parents?
None of your business.
Okay. Dev, I'm going to paint you a picture of how the world works a little bit. Okay? There's going to be other individuals who look a lot like me, who look a lot like you. They're going to be coming. I think you have, and he is going to stop, and he's going to like close his eyes, and you see the eyeballs just kind of shifting back and forth in his head. He's like, I give it about a month before you'll see other individuals that look a lot like you and a lot like me coming to talk to you.
Friendly chat, or?
Sure.
So what's the problem?
The problem is there are too many rules that I would have to break in order to tell you what's going on. Maybe you should talk to your parents.
Well, one's dead, and the other
Hates you.
I hate.
Got it. Okay.
I'm right there, right?
Yeah.
And he's completely ignored me.
Yeah.
He's just talking to him.
Yeah.
How do you know this one?
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
He says, can you defend yourself?
Enough?
Yeah. Do you still have mage armor up?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. He's gonna look at you up and down, and he's gonna say, train.
Why?
Just train.
No, you came to find me. You need to give me more than that.
Mm-hmm. And he looks at you, and he's going to go, he goes, you know where I'm staying?
Yeah?
Come talk to me. Not here. I hate holy places.
Fine. But I'm bringing a friend.
You see anybody that looks like you, and they ain't me, you run. You don't say a word. You don't engage them. You don't talk to them. You just run. You understand?
How do I know they're not you?
There's only one like me.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. But just looks like him like a tiefling, or looks like him like, you know, this hue.
He kind of points to his face. And he kind of shows you the little like the pattern on the face, like the vitiligo and stuff like that you have.
Right.
Those tiny patches, but it's a little bit more pronounced on his face, and it looks a little bit more pronounced. And you haven't seen it on a bunch of tieflings before, but he gestures to it.
Right, but you seem to be just talking to him. Am I even a part of this, or is he
I mean, you
looking
don't
out for Red?
look like us, so.
Are you friend or foe?
Depends on when you catch me. Let's just say you caught me on a good day.
Is your name really Kaizan?
No. But that's what you can call me.
Okay.
All right? We'll talk. Not here. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I'm just staring him down.
All right. He looks over at you. He looks over at you, and he goes. He kind of smiles a little bit at you, and walks out.
Well, that was weird.
You've never met him before.
Yeah, I've met him plenty of times. That's why I was acting like that.
No, but I mean, he was all like, "Oh, if you see somebody who looks just like you and just like me, and just."
I mean, I'm freaked out just seeing him.
Okay, I just didn't know there's something more to it.
I'm not keeping secrets from you.
While these two are having this conversation, is anybody close by to? You're still in the same temple, but is this a private convo? Like,
If
I wasn't hiding anything.
I guess I'm still there because if they're carrying a body out, I'm just gonna stand here.
Got it.
I would also assume this being a temple, it probably has a bit of an echo.
It does.
So we all heard this.
Okay, cool.
It's a plant temple. Plants absorb sound.
Cool. Let's cut
It's
to
a stone building.
Let's cut to this other group because time is of the essence as you all are carrying this cloaker beast.
Here, Lax.
Yes.
We were told by the guild that we would get an additional reward if we release this thing into the wild. I don't know if Azzies live.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't either. I
This is
didn't.
fair.
And he kind of takes some time to look at it, and he goes, "Can we just take it out of the temple?"
Yeah, this is. We will be taking it back to the guild to find a proper relocation point.
Yeah, he'll reach under the table and pull out a sack of gold, which he rests, and he goes, "The temple is always needed of repairs. If anybody would like to donate any of their gold back, that's also an option."
And this is for that temple from Laura, right?
Yeah, and but he says that and just kind of looks at the party a little bit and.
I'll toss him a couple gold pieces.
Okay, he's grateful. He takes them and back and hands them.
Aelin will hand him 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
And as he does so, say, "You may want to send someone down to clean up."
What do you mean?
Well, there were these bugs.
Yeah.
When we killed them, they splattered everywhere.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, I can take care of that.
Some of it got in the water.
Okay. Well, there is a sort of natural filtration system, but I might try to get at the bigger chunks. Thank
Good.
you. And he nods at you all and he goes, I'll send the highest regards to the Hunters Guild. Please thank them on my behalf. And you all have done very well. And it looks like no one's too badly injured.
How are you, actually? You
Oh,
got rocked pretty hard in that fight.
Yeah, I'm. On a scale of 1 to 24, I'm like a 13.
I'm just gonna like cock my head and be like, "You might need some help."
Oh God! I think after this, like you guys shift out of the way, and he goes, "Excuse me."
Gods.
Yeah. Oh gods! My God! Can you, Miss? Would you mind coming forward? I can help you with some of those wounds.
Oh, I'm probably okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And he will close his eyes and touch you on the shoulder, and as he does, you feel the healing magic from the cleric entering into your system. Let's be super nice here.
Did you do that?
There is a look of shock as Alan goes, I didn't know we did that. You heal for 12 points.
See, and I needed 11. That's
Okay.
great.
You heal for 12 points as he does a little divine energy in the room. The air smells faintly of the seawater and things of that sort for a brief second. He just sort of smiles and he goes, "Thank you again for
Thank
all
you.
you did."
Lax, you wouldn't have a way to make sure this stays unconscious until we can get it to a safe place, would you?
That's a great question. He looks at it and he goes, possibly, and he tries. I don't know why this wouldn't work. He he sort of grabs a hold of his holy symbol and looks towards the creature. You see him sort of kneel down and cast a spell. There's a shifting of arcane energy, and the creature that was already a bit unconscious begins to do this light but terrifying snore.
On his face.
Which is just the worst thing in the entire world, as the teeth just kind of curl back and you see, it's real bad. But he goes, as long as no one wakes it up, this should last. Yes, of course. And he nods at you all and he goes, if you don't mind, get it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. And he just sort of nods at you all and goes back to tending to the garden in the temple.
Before he leaves, I would say, I would like to come back and speak to you sometime.
Sure, what about?
Melora.
Yes, any time. I'm usually here, tending to the temple and the garden, making sure that the park stays safe. So, is there anything I can answer for you right now?
I would try my best to pull him a little bit away.
And you can catch up with us. People get to sing back to the house and home. Yeah.
He looks a little confused as you grab him by the elbow. You're like, let's go to this dark alcove. And, he goes, are you robbing me? What's going on?
Yes.
I come from Rexington.
Oh, okay.
Worship of Melora was banned there.
I understand.
I don't know much.
About Melora? Or about anything?
Mostly Melora.
Okay. Yeah, you do have an innocence about you that does not look like it fits particularly well in Port de Molly.
I only met her for a few minutes.
I'm sorry, can we go back a second? You met her?
You haven't?
It's hard to judge the look on his face. The mood shifts a little bit, and he thinks you're messing with him. But I'll say your insight is large enough here that you see this. It's like, did someone put you up to this? Is this a joke of some sort?
No.
No, I haven't met my goddess. Have you?
It feels like I did.
Oh. Yeah, I get that. Yes, we all feel like we have that connection there. We feel it, in the wilderness, in those moments.
So I just was wondering if maybe you could teach me some about her.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. You're welcome to stay today if you'd like, and we can chat. And
I can't leave them to do this alone.
These are your friends? This is a...
Yeah.
Okay. What about tonight?
I could come back.
Where are you staying? I can always meet you there.
I am staying at, help me, the Cedar. The Cedar.
As you whisper this out to the universe. Line?
We're staying at the Cedar Hearth and Home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes total sense, honestly. So I will come by, and maybe we can go have a drink or something.
Thank you.
And he nods his head. He nods his head and kind of goes back to tending the garden.
Naylin runs to catch up.
Just like this.
Cool. We go outside. People are giving you looks. You're walking around with a cloak or beast on your shoulders that's fast asleep. So a lot of the individuals in the park kind of look up and they smile, and then it's another sort of secondary look, and they start dispersing.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Right, get out the way!
Yeah. Where are we going, kids?
Back to Cedar Hearth and Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to have information over this thing where we can let this thing loose.
Or we just throw it in the fire and it's lunch.
Well, wouldn't they know more about where we should put this thing?
The Temple of Melora?
Yes,
I just asked Lax.
Oh, well, I wasn't there for that. I was with him.
He just knows it doesn't belong here.
I was on the moon.
I was with him.
#blessed.
Did you have a good catch up with your brother?
I don't know that person.
Oh, he looks a lot like you.
Yeah, that's a problem.
He warned us to look out for people like
Warned
him.
me.
That looked like, well, I don't know. He was all like, oh, if you have this on your eyes and your face, and then I've got it too, but he didn't seem worried about me.
Okay, so if we do see somebody, then you don't want any help dealing with it.
I don't. What?
If he only warned you, then we don't need to deal with it. But if he warned all of us,
I don't
collectively,
know
we
what
can
they
help.
are, so I don't know if it's a problem or not. I don't know this person. Why would I listen to them without more information?
I think he's saying you should learn to play well with others.
At least with your sibling. Don't look so excited. I understand why it's a struggle sometimes.
I'm just gonna not deal with this.
You had the baby bird in your hand,
giving
and
me
you
life.
crushed it.
This being like, you should get along with her. Yeah, you cool it. All right.
Not so enthusiastic, pal.
Great.
Wow.
You begin the trek back towards the Cedar Hearth home, where many individuals give you strange looks as you carry this sleeping creature through the area. Let's do this. I need strength checks from everybody that's holding on to the creature.
But it's sleepy times.
It is sleepy times, but I'm just seeing how exhausted this trek of holding this big beefy.
Just strength?
Yeah, 3 individuals can carry it.
21.
21.
12.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
9.
Really weird.
9.
Really weird now.
You two are exhausted. Aelin,
Look, I went through a lot down there. So did he.
Aelin is singing catchy pop songs all the way back.
We get back, he's just bench pressing it by himself.
Guys, one hand.
You make my dreams come.
You guys make it back to the Cedar Hearth at home. You two are pretty tired at this point. I'm not going to give you a point of exhaustion, but it's been a long day. So you have a bad day. Carry that close. Yeah, then you come back to the Cedar Hearth at home. Hamflo is at the front desk. You don't know when he sleeps, but it's apparently not
Given as
now.
frazzled as he looks, I don't think he dies.
Probably when he's dead. It's fine.
I'm all hopped up on that one, dude. So he's at the front desk, and you guys come
Just
in.
bruises coffee with Red Bull.
The train. Do we see Deacon?
Give me a perception check. Let's see if we see anything.
It's real good.
It's so good.
I mean, wait.
Oh.
Yes, no, 21.
Okay. There's a bunch of different hunters in the area. There's 3 in particular that you see, but all of them you would recognize from the previous night. But you don't see Dakin. Dakin's not in the main area. But there's a 3 of them. 2 of them are wearing those ice, like the weather for very cold, the clothing for very cold weather. And one of them is off in the corner, and she is a very tall, very lithe woman with long hair that she has that goes down all the way to the ground when she's standing. But she has this collection of spears that are alongside of her that she is taking time to polish and take very, very good care of. You see intricate designs carved into it, but she is standing up over there.
Do you guys think we should check in with Hambo? Or
Yes.
Okay.
You said there's a spear with a lot of intricate carvings upon it, yes.
There's
several spears with intricate carvings on them.
Hang on. There's a woman next to those spears, but yes, there are spears with intricate carvings.
She's not holding any of them.
She's
She
holding one of them.
is.
She's performing maintenance on it.
Do you have
Take
spear
one, I
vision?
dare you.
I'm assuming I'm in the space, though, yeah?
You have walked into the Cedar Hearth and Home.
Right.
Before you is the large hearth for the namesake of it.
Sure.
The front desk where Hamflo is. And you would see this woman with all these spears off to the side.
You're playing over. Not fixed. I just want to remind you.
Yeah, but it's... Carry on.
Okay, so Aelin at this point probably is just holding up. He's just carrying it by himself now, probably.
Okay. Where are you bringing it to?
I'm going to Hamflo.
Okay. Yeah. It was like, oh, hello.
Hi. We don't know where to put this.
What is it?
It's a cloaker.
Oh, very well. Oh God, it's still alive.
Yeah.
From the
Well,
temple.
Part of the deal was an extra bonus for keeping it alive and releasing it into the wild.
Yeah, that's what it said on the paper you gave us.
I don't.
So,
no,
like-
I didn't expect you to bring it here.
Well, we don't know where to put it. We were hoping.
I mean, it's a
someone
big
here
pot.
might
I
have
assume we can just like
information.
chuck it in.
Yes, but mostly the dead. All right.
I mean, it will be once it's in the pot.
He goes, let me bring it back to the kitchen, I suppose.
Do you know where they can be found in the wild?
Oh God. Hang on. And he will yell out, and he goes, Listy! And there is a long pause, and you see this halfling girl come running up to the counter, and she is. She's not carrying books. She's dragging a sack behind her that seems like it's filled with books, and it's almost like this. She's dragging along. She goes, what is it? And he goes, do you know what this is? And she looks at it. She takes out a pair of goggles that she places on her head, and you see the goggles sort of moving of their own accord. And she's studying it. She goes, yes, they prefer like dark caves and things of that sort. And he turns back to the group and sort of puts his hands up as in like dark caves, stuff like that.
Do you know where there's a dark cave nearby?
He looks
Preferably
back.
not in the temples of Melora.
He goes, if you want to leave it here, I'll make sure that it gets to a place if you want to release it into the wild.
Yeah, that would be part of the contract.
Yeah. And he will go, God, where do I put this?
I mean, we can just set it right down. It's
No.
really heavy.
No. And he will take it and he will just kind of like put it behind the counter and like he
You're gonna want to make sure nobody kicks that by accident.
and he pushes it down and it just he goes, I'll take care of it.
Like, just looking at the counter.
Yeah, do you want to look over the edge of the counter?
No.
I do.
Go ahead.
Just be like,
Yeah, you look over the edge of the counter, you do not see the cloaker beast. Very
Okay.
well.
Cool.
Good job. Thank you for representing the Hunters Guild to the best of your abilities.
The keeper of the temple lacks sends his regards to his temple, to his guild.
Ah, good. We want to keep a good working relationship with Melora. She gets some of the oddest creatures that are navigating their way to her temples in the wild. So, any plans for the rest of the day?
After a rest, I would like to find a place to train for Scout's Ball.
Oh, yes, well, we have a bit of a training ground here at the hotel, if you are at the tavern, if you'd like. He's like, head over to the Sunset Savannah. It's in the desert area. The last door at the far end of the hallway. I can sign you up for an hour.
Wunderbar, yeah.
Yeah.
Per person or?
Would anyone like to join me in the butt kicking?
I would.
Wunderbar.
Is this an open brawl, or would you like to just train between yourselves?
The Scout's Ball will typically be one-on-one, so for today, just the two of us.
Just the two. Perfect.
We could kick it up a bit another time.
While many other taverns offer amenities such as room service or companionship, this is not something we offer here at the Hunter's Lodge. Instead, our amenities are as follows. We offer training rooms to simulate the different climate zones that you might find yourselves in. You'll notice that there is a snowy area, desert area, and things of that sort. However, for a modest fee, we have quite a few creatures on retainer that you can use to train yourselves up against that are trained. So depending on how much gold you are willing to spend, it would certainly sharpen the reflexes a bit. It is consider it a safe hunt, as you would.
I would like a menu of this later.
Yes, and he will reach behind the counter and he will hand you a menu. It is the oddest seasonal menu that you've ever seen because it's there for the week. I will show you. Let me make sure I have this week's menu.
Maybe you need a bow and arrow, a switch axe, or a sword and shield for this.
Okay.
Aylin's looking over your shoulder at that menu.
Yep.
Small, mid-tier, large. Okay. Small is a blink dog that one of them has trained to fight and to be able to like compete in an arena. The large is the medium is ogre ?
Makes sense.
Okay, almost as like we don't know what this is, but we think the closest equivalent we can get to it is an ogre. The large category, is just says BB.
BB.
BEE/BEE.
Got it.
BB.
Yeah. So after a bit for rest, I will happily take you up on the arena.
Perfect.
Ulver's gonna look over at Dev.
Do you think that the warning to train might be somewhere in this room? A place that you can fight to some degree against a monster or an adversary?
Why are you asking me?
Well, we were all there when they were telling you that you needed to train, right?
Yes, a person I don't know.
So wouldn't it not be smart just to be safe to train?
We literally fought a cloaker like an hour ago. I think I'm good for today.
Sitting on.
Just at a table.
Arctic. If there's a snowy anything, Ulver's all over it.
Oh, do you want to just go ahead to the room?
Yeah, if there's like something on the menu that says like an Arctic terrain that he can go and train with.
Sure.
Then he wants to go do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not going to be resting at all before you go over and
I was
do
gonna-
this. Like you're just like,
That's why I'm resting,
bye.
Jake.
Like I'm gonna head
Hey,
off.
you should no. Okay, we need another friend, you guys.
Would you like to roll for their new friend?
I would like to rest, please.
You know where my D6 so you can roll for that new friend?
You notice that there's some familiar smiles and things like that of patrons that seem to come in and out, but it's a usual crowd. Unlike other taverns, and like this is a hype. You guys have stumbled into a hyper specialized like place to stay where everybody kind of tends to know each other. And
Where
after
everybody
the
knows their names?
yeah, where everybody knows their name. Norm. The goblin's like ah. But yes, you can certainly look into and reserve a time slot for the Arctic tundra area. Or if you wanted to, you could just go in when it's not in use and enjoy the cold. It would almost be like feeling at home and stuff like that.
Can I meditate in that space?
You could meditate in that
Then
space.
that would be my meditation.
Yeah, you just head
space.
over to that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
It's home, baby.
Yeah,
You're
cool.
up north.
Yeah,
Like you
lovely.
just kind of sit in the snow a little bit and.
Feeling
Yeah.
like I got hit by Alexis.
Cool. So that's what Ulvar's doing. What's everybody else doing?
Go ahead.
I would turn to Elatrion and say, "Do you want to go into town?"
I mean, I did want to make a stop at the Cobalt Soul real quick.
Is that anywhere near the Wizards of the Coast? I have to return this.
Oh, yeah. Aiden holds up a ball that's attached to a cup by a string. And it's okay if the ball falls out of the cup because it's attached with a string.
It's attached to the cup.
Yeah, which is attached to the cup. So he holds up a little ball in a cup.
You're going to the Cobalt Soul?
Yes, we talked about going.
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna grab you before I went,
Oh
so.
no. Okay. Crap.
Well, he's taking a rest, so
Okay.
like we've got a little bit of time as long as we're quick.
All right. Cause I haven't been there in a while. I probably have to change
Go
into something
have
that doesn't
fun.
look like me. Cause I'm there. No, I'm not there. Okay. Yes. I should give you your book too. I mean, my book, but your book, our book.
Mom's book.
By the way, secrets? You don't keep any secrets? You know, like the book that you kept secret?
It wasn't a secret,
You didn't tell me about it.
so
That was a secret.
wasn't a secret.
Because you do not ask for information does not make it secret.
Thank
So
you.
if I don't think to ask you about something, it's automatically just, I didn't think to ask you and it's not a secret. If
How
you
do
don't
I
tell
know
me
what
about
you
Mom's
don't
book.
know?
What?
How do I know what you don't know?
I didn't know you had Mom's book.
No, I was
How was
gonna
I
tell you.
supposed to know that?
This group is
Anyways.
the king of making conversations in public places.
Anyway, I'm
I
just
will-
going to give it to you back because
Thank you.
it's not, you found it and apparently you can't read it without me and I can't read it out without you, so we have to read it together, but you should keep it because it was yours and you found it. And
Can we just get
yes,
going,
Yes.
please?
Oh, you're coming. Great.
So while they're doing that,
He's gonna run.
obviously
You're gonna
down-
realize you're coming. You're
I'm just
coming.
I'm reading the book and then
reflecting
I'm
on
going with
what
him.
happened down there.
Okay.
That consumption that I felt, I
Okay.
have never felt that before. Sometimes I've felt that in my life.
Okay.
So I'm just taking a moment to reflect on that. Just, what the heck?
Okay, you take a second to reflect upon that. What I need is give me a. I could be argued that this would be just a wisdom save here. Like, as you're just sort of like, are you going to your room to self-reflect? Are we going outside? Where is Simon's happy space?
I'll go up to the room.
You go up to your room.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna place two things in front of me just as focus.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the whip, and in the center of the coils, I'm gonna put the glass file that my mom left me.
Got it. Okay. You take a second. Give me a wisdom save as you start.
Would I be able to use insight?
This would be like self insight.
Yeah.
I'll say this because I know us all as people. Insight on others is fine. Self insight is the hardest to do, so it would be a disadvantage.
I'll just be roll wisdom save then.
Okay.
7. I don't know.
7. It's still so fresh, like that feeling of being too much. I'll say this: with a 7, you harken back to a memory where you were training with Master Kreefus, and at one point, Kreefus was trying to teach you the standing firm technique, and essentially the exercise was this. You would stand there, and the game was he had to knock you over. He could do anything he could to knock you over. And he'd push you down, you'd fall, you'd tense up that particular part of the body, and wherever you saw weakness, he'd knock it down. And it continues over and over again until you had like these bruises all over your body, all over your arms, your legs, your core, and you started getting really frustrated. And then at one point, he goes to kick your leg, and you let loose this scream that resonates from the core of your being, and as it does, he kind of gets pushed back a little bit. And you remember for the first time in your training, Master Kreefus looking concerned, that he wasn't in control of the situation. That's what I'll give you with the 7.
Appreciate it.
Okay? Everybody else taking a rest?
Going to read the book.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stay in your room
Okay.
Okay.
and open it up, see if it's working.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Apparently I have doppelgangers that are warning me about things. Do you have any information on why this is happening?
Okay. The minute you ask this, there is a light bit of smoke that comes out a third of the way through the book. One of the photos, the one of the barren wasteland, do you know which one I'm referring to? That one is smoking. But the book, you've got the book open to the first page, but you see bits of smoke coming from the book.
I'm trying to like pat down the book.
Okay,
if it's
so you
like
open the book to that page.
yeah.
Okay. Before you is a story. I will send you the full story once we're out of stream.
Okay.
Here is the gist of the story, okay? A demon trying to take over all of Wildmount, but realizing that as powerful as he was, he needed foot soldiers in the battle. So here's what he decided to do. He became what is known as a demon of the crossroads, all right? We're mixing our mythologies here. The demon of the crossroads decided this. He would come down and very, very slowly, very subtly, start offering people deals for a little bit of that extreme power that he had. And in exchange, they would get something that they wanted. The love of their life, the house they always wanted, the career they wanted, the material thing or the thing that they needed to make their life perfect. But in exchange, that power from this demon had to go somewhere. And it usually manifested in the first son. And then you see this picture of the demon making the deal. and then the demon making the deal, and then the demon making the deal, and these pictures splitting off, almost like you ever seen the chaotic butterfly effect of like, foom, 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 foom. Like these many things like spreading out.
Okay.
But I have the whole story saved, but this is a Cliff's Notes
Gotcha.
version of it.
Okay. Yeah, that answers it. I'll just close the book.
Okay.
Rest now, I guess. Just leave the book and go back to my room.
Okay.
No, you can take it.
Leaving the book and going to my room.
Perception check before you go.
Okay. Perception is going to be a 16.
16. Any reflective surfaces in the room? There's a bowl of water.
Probably. I don't know if there'd be a mirror or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Who else is in the room? 2 of you give me perception checks then.
Well, I'm rolling just as well as I usually do.
2.
That's a 7.
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah,
There's
okay.
one reflective surface of the room. You're checking yourself out. You guys are gorgeous. Who's the best?
Beautiful mind.
Okay. 7 for you, Zero?
7.
Okay. I love the fact that you notice this against all odds. Okay. That little bit of smoke off the page. Okay. Burns up. You open the page to it, and that smoke still kind of trails off as the page changes. Something burns off of it. All right. As you're about to leave the room, you kind of turn back and look, and you look up at the ceiling. The smoke hasn't dissipated. The tiny little bit of smoke. Think the water vapor things. The air oil distillers.
Okay.
You know, they put out like a tiny little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
like of like water vapor. These 2 are kind of wrapped in their own stuff at the moment. But as you're about to leave the room, like as you're closing it, you look up at the ceiling, and it's just kind of there. It's faint. It's a tiny.
Is it? I'm gonna watch it. Is it doing anything?
Currently, it's in the center of the room, and it's just kind of swirling.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Gust on it. And
Yeah.
blow it. If there's an open window, I'll just like try and blow it
Yeah,
out.
you guys watch as like Deb like gets to the door, stops, and sends a gust of wind outward. I think you guys are kind of wrapped in yourself, but you would feel the little gust, the little puff of wind. You would, for a brief moment, as it leaves the window, I'll even grant this to everybody. There's the tiniest flash of. What's Deb's favorite color?
Red.
Tiniest flash of red as the smoke leaves the room. Like you just see Deb kind of pointing up, and then as you guys look towards this little cracked open window from the night before, a little puff of like red smoke out the window.
Cool. And I'll
Did you take the book with you?
no.
You didn't. Okay.
It's just there. Okay. Resting, short resting.
Short resting.
Yeah.
Roll hit dice if you'd like to roll hit dice.
Aelin would just be in his room, like praying for a minute.
Give me a d20.
Specifically, that's a 6. But he would be praying, basically. Melora, when I told Blax that I saw you, he looked confused. Should I not tell people that I've met you? I thought I was supposed to spread your word, and the best way to do that is by telling them what happened.
Okay. You don't hear a response. You don't get a response in your head. But you do have the hairs on your arm begin to stand up a little bit. As if there's, like she hears you, but there are some questions that she can't
Got it.
that everyone has to find. But her presence is felt in the space, if that makes sense. You feel free to ask as many questions as you like, but
Yeah, no, that would be it. He just
yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
So with elves, they will have to like rest for 4 hours because it's like more of a meditative thing, right?
Yeah.
So a long rest is how many hours? It's 8.
Yeah.
So then, what a short.
Oh, it doesn't.
I'm trying to think
no,
of
no,
like.
Here's the deal. Even though your long rest is 4
Sure.
hours, you don't get like a 7-minute power nap.
No,
and,
no,
like, you're
yeah.
fine. I'm gonna still make it so your short rest is about an hour. Like,
Gotcha. Okay, because my idea is like after my short rest, then it's like he wanted to go because we got the gold from this thing, kills Cloaker, so he was gonna go to the temple just to forge a couple arrow tips from a couple pieces of the gold that he got.
Oh, okay. You're gonna leave the group behind and just head to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, split the party. I love it. After the hour rest, you guys would not see Ulvar anywhere around. For anybody that takes an hour rest, for anybody that is taking...
There would be a note left behind, just for Aelin. Just be like, hey, this is where I'm going. Like, just so
Going
you
to the
know.
temple.
Yeah. Like, don't worry. I'm
Gonna get married.
Yeah.
So,
bye.
Thank you.
Get on the pound.
Anybody that took a short rest and you want to spend hit points or hit die, you can.
Clerics don't get spell slots back on a short rest.
They do not.
Do they?
Are we leaving immediately or short resting?
I mean, that I didn't intend to wait, but everybody
I'm-
seems to be taking a nap, so
I'd be okay with leaving if you had wanted to leave immediately, but
As soon as I was done praying, I would be fine to go too.
yeah, then I'm down to go.
Okay. So no short rest.
I'm
Okay.
going
I didn't
with-
lose any hit points, thankfully.
Cool. Meditating.
Yeah, me neither.
Meditating in the space and then
Right.
leaving a
And
note
then-
saying you're headed to the temple. Where are you going, Simon? Are you...
I'm going to stay in, like, after I do my meditation and a short rest, or introspection short rest, I'm heading back down to the common room until Zara goes back, because she wanted to spar with me.
Yeah.
Wahahaha.
Give me a perception check as you head down to the common room. Let's see what fun stuff is going on.
No, it's a 5, Chief.
5. Yeah, it's not a lot of people as you see sort of milling about the space. However, you do see a handful sort of gives you a nod as you go into your favorite comfy chair split up by the fire, and it's actually very calm and restful. And as the fire sort of gives you a bit of just
It's next to normal for us.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, so you enjoy. Temples. Oh, this group, the big group heading towards where? The
Cobalt Soul.
Cobalt Soul?
In his place.
I'm disguising myself before we leave,
Sure.
not as Zara. So,
Okay.
Sarah,
I was just gonna say.
Tara.
Which of your many disguises are you?
Mara, I just human,
red hair, green
brown hair,
eyes.
probably
There's a
fairly
couple lights in
similar
there.
to how Zara looks. I mean, not identical, obviously, but same height, same build, but human-esque. No wings, no purple skin.
Okay, so you're just going full on disguise.
Just
for yourself.
yeah, human.
As you get closer to the area, or before you leave, how far back?
Before I leave, because I don't want to do this transformation in some alley with you going, So roll for seeing if no, I'd rather cover myself before I leave.
Okay.
With this disguise. Oh crap! No, because I'm good. I can disguise myself at will. So it's duration for how far away is this place? It's for 1 hour duration, but
Any members of the Cobalt Soul named Will are going to be at disadvantage
got it.
to
Perfect.
see through your disguise. You know what? It's never explicitly said
okay.
where this is. I'm going to put this.
I'll just disguise self, and if it starts to look like we're, I'm gonna
Let's put this near the
re-up it, whatever I
fancy.
can.
Yeah, let's put this near the fancier part of town. I'm gonna put this a little ways near the I think the Gilded Esplanade, where you see where the auction house is and things of that sort. That's probably where I would put this. Maybe in a transitional spot from the Crescents to the Gilded Esplanade in the southeast corner of Portamale. You would know that the library is there. Still accessible pretty easily by the ports of Larboard Light in case things needed to happen. But yeah, you would head over in that direction. It's a pretty large building with a few individuals that are gathered outside and engaged in A few individuals are engaged in a bit of a spar on the front grounds, and you would know that there's a sort of a welcome desk right when you walk into the building. It's made of marble. The building itself, the architecture is stoic, to say the least. But as you walk inside, you are greeted with a sort of warm ambient light that seems to echo forth from the walls themselves. And you would see a human, a male who's sitting at the front desk that smiles up at the group as you walk in. Hi, welcome.
Thanks. I need to see someone named Loranith.
Okay. Oh, you're serious?
Yes.
Oh, do you have an appointment with?
He'll want to see me.
Can I ask what this is in regards to?
He sent me a message asking me to come see him.
Okay, and your name?
Lance.
Lance. Oh, all right. These are associates with you, and he sort of like looks at the group, and
They are.
He's out of sorts already. He goes, okay, and he will hold up a piece of paper, and his hand is shaking a bit, and a owl will swoop down, pick up the little piece of paper, and he goes, do you mind give me a minute, please?
Sure.
Do I know this name at all? Like the Loranith name?
Give me a history check.
Okay. I'm not even gonna roll that one. That was a nat 20. And I'm also good at history. That's a 25.
25.
Nice.
You know his waist size.
We go way back.
That was
Oh
your
my
go-to.
gosh. We're like
Okay.
Cloaker.
That's the highest I've rolled, I think, since we started this.
Brandon is on the fast track to becoming a high curator, which is huge. He has been with the library for quite some time. However, anytime Loranith has been offered the role of high curator of the Library of the Cobalt Soul, he has turned it down. He is an old adventurer from back in the day and has the heart of an adventurer, even though the mind is willing, the body is fleshy and weak. And he prefers to work in the reclamation and finding of lost books section of the library. He's a legend. He's a legend because of all the books that he has reclaimed over the years, the magical items. It was rumored that he stared down and managed to the big rumor with the Nat 20 is he managed to stare down and talk a god out of something. Like he managed to outbluff a god. But you don't know how much of that is true. But everybody whispers about it, like this guy.
This may be really dumb, but he sent off the paper. We're not walking anywhere yet. We're just waiting.
There's a small waiting area. You'd see
Okay.
like a pitcher of water and some comfortable chairs and things of that sort.
Goddamn magazines.
Yeah, some. Oh wow.
Orange slices.
Boy's life. What?
You haven't happened to see Dosh, have you? Dosh.
Dasha.
Dosh for short. Daja. Dosh for short. I'm using
Because
it
you're close.
as a friendly thing.
We friends.
No, I'm afraid I haven't. Are
Oh.
you?
Yeah,
where does she work?
Where does she work? Well, she works here and other archives too.
Well,
Why?
I'm sorry. There are many different sort of jobs here. Is she a
Right.
curator? Is she a
She
reclaimer? Is there?
Special. Non-traditional jobs?
That's all I needed.
Crap.
He will. He looks even more frazzled now. Like he takes a paper and he writes. You see him very clearly in common write Dajak ? And like holds the paper, another paper aloft, and an owl like swoops down and picks it up. And as that owl is flying by, another piece of paper drops on the ground, and he picks it up.
Oh, Aelin is just like occasionally glancing at his staff of bird calls.
Yeah.
Like every time an owl flies by, he's like,
Okay. As he looks at the paper, he goes, "Oh, he will see you now.
Great.
Right this way," and he'll point like off to the side.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
As you get up and sort of turn the corner, you see 6 members of the Cobalt Soul, all of them wearing monk attire, like wraps around their hands, of different makes and models, and all 6 of them are standing there, and one is going to walk forward towards you. It's a woman with sort of tan skin and hair that she's completely bald at the top, and she's just very tall. And she goes,
How tall is she?
she's, I'll say 6'4".
Shorter than I am. Got it.
Okay. But she looks over at you and she goes, you will be on your best behavior. All of you.
Of course.
And she nods and just turns around and walks with this cadre of individuals down a hallway, which you guys all follow suit.
How close is she? Like, is she close enough she would hear us if we were whispering to each other?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. You're. I mean, you could hang back a little bit, but
No, but if she's looking forward, I'm gonna try to indicate to the 2 of them, like, but with more gestures than words, like.
cool.
I would be a fly on the wall for that gesture.
Let's cut back. As you head over to the temple, all right? You head over to the temple in the morning, and you would come by and you'd see the same sort of dwarven figure who's working on some sort of project as you come in. And he goes, "I told you to come back tonight."
Well, then I can wait outside. Catching yours.
Are you making fun of my voice now? I'm a big bad elf. I have to make fun of the dwarf's voice.
I do not mind waiting outside. Do not make your fence, but I can wait outside.
I can wait there. See, I can do it too.
But it's not as good as I can.
No, it's fine. We're not going to do this.
I did not mean to be disrespectful, but I felt that I could just wait for the time being until my moment arrived.
Fine. Have an uncomfortable seat.
Then he'll gladly wait.
Okay. You just sit there and he just kind of watches you. And he puts you in a seat where he can just like work and still go like.
Yeah, Uber's just gonna have like the couple coins in his hand, like about 5 of them, and he's just gonna just move them around in his hand and just try to think of what he wants to do with them and how he's gonna craft it.
Okay. And he just kind of keeps working, and you're just gonna sit in that seat till nightfall.
Until nightfall, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're chilling in the waiting space.
If anybody's swapping stories, I'm listening, and you're like,
Yeah, people are swapping stories and stuff like that, and you've got a couple of individuals that talk about. What are they talking about? Ooh, okay. Okay. A couple of the hunters are talking, but they notice you from the other night, so they're normally talking quiet. They're still talking pretty quietly, but they get a little overzealous. They start talking about the silver collar. About trying to make their way into the silver collar. Did you hear that this person came close to getting in, and this other group had a member that got in, and they're talking about, oh my gosh, to make it in.
okay, if they're talking loud enough, I'm gonna wander over. So silver collar, you say?
Yes. Have you heard of it, or?
This is my first time. I would love to hear more.
This is the most exclusive hunting group, and you see his buddy just sort of like lean back and listen and looking over at you, and he goes, the Silver Collar is this amazing organization that works for only the highest ups in government. They get the most exclusive contracts. It is the creme de la creme of hunters.
You'd have to prove yourself to be very capable to be invited into such esteemed company.
You only get one invitation. There is no trial. There are multiple trials. There is no multiple times to do it. You never know when it's going to come. You are just invited. In the middle of the night, there is a knock at the door. You answer it and you go with whatever items you have on your person.
Is this friend of yours who got invited in? What was their last hunt before the invitation?
He thinks about it for a second and he goes, I believe it was What was he hunting? Bring up a random monster table. He was hunting something in the mountains. He was hunting something in the mountains that had established itself as a god. But it turns out he kept referring to it as, he said, watch the hands.
Watch the hands.
The hands were on wrong?
Like,
Like this. And he tries to kind of flip his hands. He was like,
so you would grab him, but the hands would bend in the opposite direction.
the hands bent the other direction.
That is first. I have no idea what this is.
He didn't either. And they welcome you into the group. Like they
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
absolutely.
you pull the chair up. You're like, what other stories do you guys have?
Tell me more.
You're waiting there till dark. Let's get back to the library. You guys are led down these long, winding stacks in the library, and then you're brought up to a dwarven man who is sitting at a table, and he's got all of these books around. He's got a big stack here, big stack here, big stack in the middle. His chin is resting on top of it, and he's fast asleep.
I'm gonna look at one of the other people and go, do y'all want to wake him? Since it wouldn't be very polite for me to do it.
The girl that's been doing the most of the talking shakes her head.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. With that, he comes to a start. What is it? What? I was meditating
I saw that.
on dragons. Large dragons. They breathe. What is it? And he looks over at the individuals in the room in the uniform, and she folds her arms and just sort of nods at you.
I mean, you didn't come down to the docks, so I figured I had to come to you.
And he smiles big, and he hops down from the stool and comes around the corner, and he walks over to you, and he goes, "May I have it back, please?"
Can you make this go away? Because
After you pay the late fee, absolutely.
I mean, I didn't steal the book from this place, so I suspect.
What do you mean you didn't steal the book?
I mean, you said it was late from here. I didn't get it from here, so I'd feel like I shouldn't have to pay the late fee for the book.
Where did you get the book?
There was a store in town that I got it from.
How did you get the book?
I went into the store and then I got the book.
Give me a deception check. That's technically the truth here. He's trying to discern
16.
something behind it. Okay. He goes, "You got the book. How much did you pay for it?"
Probably not what the late fees are worth.
Understood. Well, this is a conundrum. Would you take me there?
Sure.
Okay. And he will get up from his seat and head out, and she will go, "Master, do you want to?" And he puts a hand up and he goes, "I will be fine to go with this fine individual. Let's go. Bring me to the store." "Oh, there's more than one."
I'm just gonna hand you. I'm going to hand him the book.
Okay. He takes the book and kind of flips through the pages, and he puts it on his desk, and then he thinks better of it and puts it in his satchel at his side. And he goes, "Oh, you are. Rude of me, I didn't get your names."
Lance.
Lance.
Dev?
Dev.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes.
Oh, lovely name. Yeah.
Thank you.
Aelin.
Aelin. Aelin. Perfect. This way, Aelin, Sarah, Dev. Yes, perfect. Lance, right?
Mm-hmm.
This way. And they leave the space, and the monks just sort of like stand there and watch. You guys walk.
On the way, I'm gonna be like, so can you get rid of this? Cause like.
Yes, in a minute. We just have to get down to the nitty-gritty. A late fee must be paid. I don't care who pays it, but someone must pay it.
How much is the late fee?
He goes, just a minute, and he goes walking back inside the room real quick and grabs a piece of paper and he goes, "Magical item of great renown, stolen from the restricted section. So, not that much, 5,000 gold pieces."
Yeah, somebody has to pay that. Let's go.
Let's go! And we'll lead you. You are led back to the docks where you see a wizard. with a fake beard behind the desk at Wizards of the Coast. As all of you come pouring into the shop, welcome to Oh Shit! As you walk in.
I'm gonna just kind of like lean up against the doorway on the outside and be like, it's in there.
What form?
I'm still a Latria. I'm still a Dragonborn.
You're still the Dragonborn. And
You can't do the changey for me.
Yeah, I can't change back into the human that I was when I was in the shop.
It's true. Ego, you're gonna make me have a conversation with myself. Hello.
Yes.
Well, I was told that you had a book here and you sold it to this man. I didn't sell any such book. No, he assures me that he received it here at the store. And the wizard looks at you, and
I'm outside.
You're outside.
I'm like leaning up
He goes,
against the doorway
"Lance,
outside.
Lance, come. I'll get him. Hang on, just 1 minute." And he walks out, and he comes in, and he goes, "Lance, this is where you purchased the book, correct?"
This is where I got it. Yep.
This is where he got. Wait, what? This is where you got it. This is where he
I
got
got
it. He goes, but yes, well, this book was stolen from me. It was very valuable, and of course, had I known that it was stolen property, and then he will stop and go, Lance, did you steal this book from this establishment?
I might have.
He might have. He certainly did. He certainly did. That's what he's saying.
Can you steal something that's already been stolen, though?
Can you? What a moral conundrum. And the wizard goes, I believe you could steal something that's already been taken, but especially if the person didn't know it was taken.
I'm really sorry. And he just holds out the bowl.
This is Aelin cutting it with a knife.
Everyone stops.
I bought everything from this shop.
Everyone stops and looks at you, and then looks back at you.
I lay it on a shelf.
What if we split the late fee? You stole.
I did.
He shouldn't have had the book in the first place.
True.
500 gold pieces, and we'll call it a day. Little light thievery, and who hasn't been there? The wizard crosses his arms and goes, I feel like that's more than fair.
I mean, I don't have that, but it is fair.
And he turns and looks, and he goes, the wizard looks at you, and he goes,
If he hadn't taken the book, you wouldn't know that it had been where it was. So he saved you. I'm not saying that what he did wasn't wrong.
Persuasion check, please.
Laura help this man.
Okay, that's right.
You still happy with GM inspiration?
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Check the script. He gets another shot.
I'm gonna add my +4.
Okay.
So that is 13.
Hang on. Zara's trying
Well,
to say
and
something.
you're really good at this. You're helping. I'm so proud of you. I'm casting guidance.
Okay.
So he gets to roll an extra
You
d4
can add
on that.
another
Aelin throws up in his mouth just a little bit.
Okay.
I also.
Everyone throws up in there.
Her guidance got me 1 additional point.
Yes.
Sometimes that's all you need.
18.
DC was
That's on brand.
17. All right.
Guided.
He goes, this is very fair. All right. Well, if I'm following this correctly, he had the book. And he points to the wizard. He had it hidden away. But you young man, stole the book, not knowing that it belonged to the Cobalt Soul. However, if you hadn't stolen the book and done something bad, then the good thing of finding the book would never have happened. But you also stole the book. So, in this case, wherein 2 wrongs don't make a right, 1 wrong in this case does.
Sounds right to me.
It does sound right to me, too. What was your name?
Aelin?
You must be some sort of master of dialogue, Aelin, to be able to put forth such a moral quandary.
I'm just really honest.
That's true.
Just really honest.
Clinically.
Oh, Oh. Oh. No.
He had an ointment for that.
He goes,
She's born in his own truth. It's
That's
possible
a
to lie.
t-shirt.
Where did you get this book?
Just gonna like point at the.
For the first time, the wizard looks really nervous. And you see this little dwarven man toddle over to the back and he goes, "Oh, would you look here? At least 3 books from the reserved section of the Cobalt Sword." And the man goes, "Well, I didn't, what? Someone's calling me," and he like gets up and
Sorry, I'm getting a sending.
by the
I gotta-
counter and like just kind of like, "Hello, yes," and pretends to have a conversation and walk out the room. He's like, "I was just kidding. There's no 3 books back here." But I feel like you've suffered enough, and he will take a hand and place it upon your back and take the late fee away. He goes, "If you wouldn't mind, I would need to take the inherent magics with the book as well."
I would prefer that you didn't.
Can you make a convincing arguments without that one talking?
So we got this book while traveling with Captain Three Earrings.
All right.
That someone was on a special mission from the Cobalt Soul to find. Could not, because every time that they found this ship, they changed the ship's name, and also I know where she's at. So you can have the ship name, the fake ship name, and where she's at if I can keep it.
Oh.
Done.
And I'll give him, like, I will.
Ship, the fake ship, what's the name of the operative?
Oh, like.
He
the
wants to
Cobalt
know
Soul?
the name of the Cobalt Soul operative. Because the whole thing hinges on, there's a secret thing, the Cobalt Soul operative. The whole thing hinge pins on, like, what's her name?
Daja.
Okay. He goes, "Perfect. Enjoy your magics." I don't even know what this does. What does this one do? And he flips.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Oh!
Just pull a card and make it disappear.
Oh! Yes. Oh, have fun.
Thanks.
And he nods to the group and he goes, "Pleasure doing business," and sort of toddles out of the shop.
Aelin reaches over and grabs the ball and stick and goes, "And I'm keeping this."
Just gonna pat him on the back. Good job, buddy.
You did it.
You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it.
Best cup and ball. You did it, guys.
After a while, this takes a good part of the day because you're traveling back and forth from parts of.
And we never heard anything like the Dodge thing. Never she never just.
Yeah, we left.
Yeah.
I mean, you are welcome to head back
Yeah,
if you like.
no,
But
we're good, especially
I
after
think
that.
we'd probably head back to
Yeah.
the inn.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna lay into you for
That's
giving
fine.
up Dodge's name.
You did. It's fine. We'll get into that.
Cool. You guys head back to the inn. The conversation continues, sharing bits of the of this organization, this clandestine organization. What I'm going to do is, they weren't in the room where it happened, so I'm going to send you. No one else is in the room where it happened. I'm going to send you some bits of information about this clandestine organization. Should you choose to pursue it at any given point. Every single person that comes into this temple throughout the night, waiting around, the worship service, there's no like worship.
Yeah.
We need to get away from most of the worship is people bring in projects.
Sure.
And they all collectively, like it's a, people are visiting and meeting and they kind of look over at you. You see a couple of other elves and things of that sort more than it's not exclusively like a dwarven, you know. But essentially a large creation space is set up. And this becomes more of a engineering think tank. People will bring over swords and people just argue about what's the best way to take care of this sword. People bring a shield and people will just like be walking and working and talking as the area turns into a makeshift workshop because they worship by crafting.
Yep.
And they worship by like, these are the weapons, they are extensions of us. We can worship by working on these extensions. So that's what happens in this space.
So when he is able and he finds like an anvil that he can start working for in a small forge, he's just going to go to what the hell is it called? A crucible, and just like put in his like 5 gold coins, so that way he can start heating the metal to refine it down to a liquid form.
Okay. You put the coins in and you start. What are you using? Gold?
Yeah. So I just got 5 gold coins, or the gold coins that we got.
You hear that's dumb.
It is dumb to.
It's a soft metal.
But I understand a soft metal.
Are you fighting something that's allergic to gold?
No.
Then use something else.
Understand this. In the twilight, when the gold catches the moon just right.
In the toilet?
The twilight. When the moon catches the gold just right, it flickers and shimmers in a way that no other metal can.
There's a couple of individuals that like start looking around in their pouch for just like a gold piece. You know what I mean? To see if they can make like a shiny, sparkly arrow. So yeah.
A silver works really nicely, but
they put the gold away and immediately start taking out silver.
But when you are looking for a dimmer sort of light, gold has a way of piercing the darkness that silver cannot do.
Too expensive.
Maybe, but when pierced in the right part of a monster's body, or even an enemy's body, that gold will always meet its mark.
Yeah, and you see your words have an effect on some of them, as some of them start to reassess, but projects continue on. You give me a blacksmithing tools roll here. You're going to add your proficiency bonus. You're going to add your proficiency, and you're going to add for this particular work that you're doing. I need a dexterity. You're doing some manipulation with your hands and stuff like that, and
that is a nat 20, my friend.
You would craft. I'll say this. 5 gold pieces. You don't waste a single drop of the gold. You managed to craft 5 arrowheads of gold that are blessed because they're made in the temple.
Sure.
Okay. So add 5 blessed arrows to your inventory.
Perfect.
Okay. The rest of the group comes walking in at some point to the inn a little bit later in the evening.
Finally. You ready?
Yes.
Wunderbar. Come on. Like, grab her by the shoulder and drag her toward the training area.
Cool.
I'm a follow and watch.
All right, we go into the desert area,
yes.
right? Yeah. You see this big, like, sort of sandy pit that is around the area. How are we doing this? Are we doing, like, hits? Are we going to unconsciousness here? Like,
I am the wrong. This is the wrong
I will
pairing.
let you set the rules. I will even let you determine whether I use the whip or just my fists and feet.
Oh, we're hitting each other. I thought we were doing more katas. That was really nice.
9.
That first
No,
night.
this is going to be full on sparring, Fraulein.
Oh, well, I guess
And
I
you
can-
volunteered.
Yes.
are you watching this?
If I understood that it was sparring, hell yeah. Because I want to see how this goes.
He wants to see someone beat up his sister.
Aelin comes in with a drink and like fried pork skins.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait! I need help. Got it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pummeling for the right. I have a -1 to strength, so yeah, this is gonna be a full-on pummeling. It's gonna be great.
I think there's a
Yes,
soft
but
knock
she
at
has no
the
idea.
at the door before you guys start.
Yeah.
Are you taking onlookers? Like
Just
a,
immediately. Come on
like
in.
a party of 4. You see, like the last one that comes in the room is like, people are sparring in the desert room. Yeah, another group of like individuals just kind of comes in, and they all gather up alongside the wall.
And it's Burning Man inside this room.
This is exactly what I needed for the God's will.
I'm gonna-
Thank you for the tune-up.
I'm gonna grab these two and pull them both really close and be like, if you want, I can step in here and you can start drumming up some cash from these people.
Oh.
By all means, have it. Except I would like a 25% cut.
I figured we would just split it 3 ways.
Oh yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes.
Alright, cool.
And in this corner.
As she walks away, I'm gonna lean into him and be like, I don't think you can hit her that hard.
Don't need to hit her that often till she gives up.
You hear a woman in the back go, "What sort of battle are you doing?"
An excellent question, Fraulein. I let you determine the rules.
Well, can we use magic?
You are a very learned person, but when I say you determine the rules, you ask me the questions.
Well, I haven't done this before. I mean, I have. It was at the archive.
Yeah, you can use magic, I can use the whip.
Okay. All right.
Until one of us yields, yeah?
Yes.
I was sitting here like, I guess I was unclear. I'm gonna go start taking bets, like, yeah.
Okay, so what do you say?
Exactly how training was done
There's
in
a
your time.
small group of individuals in
how
the space.
That's how it's done in Novgorod, girl. Teach you
Okay.
old school.
You in my world, man.
Oh,
Oh,
sleep.
dear.
Put you to sleep.
Everything is a learning opportunity.
Yep.
Not giving up today. Nothing standing in my way.
Probably.
Knock me over. I will get back up again.
The chat, Grim in the chat's like, nice money to be made. One of my friends is about to get beaten up.
Money, money,
This is an
money.
opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I did offer to step in and let her drum up money.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you
So,
say?
I'm just gonna tout it as a match between Wings and Whips, and start asking if anybody wants to take bets.
Wait, are we putting on a show?
What are we?
Yes.
What are they?
Galen casts Sacred Flame in the air.
Pyrotechnics. We gotta get more casters. And it's like, I thought that was the healer, and he's like, healing's more like a guideline. You say Wings and Whips, give me a charisma roll. This is D20 and your charisma.
Does he get
11.
11.
Does he get that at
Plus
advantage
0.
due to my pyro?
You get it at advantage due to, like, pyro. If the state of Florida has taught us anything, it's that fireworks
16.
Fix everything.
16. When you say Wings and Whips, you go into this kind of like, ladies and gentlemen, in a fight of wings and whips. More and more people come into the space.
Start drawing them in. Tout it as one of the fighters in the God Brawl. Not specify which one.
And then Devo
Okay.
plays with loudspeaker.
By the end of this, the room is cramped. It is turning into Burning Man a little bit, but everybody's giving it plenty of room in the center. You get about 17 people into this little space, all cramped around and stuff like that. They're like, what is it too? Is it hate, unconscious, death?
Until one of us yields.
It's all right. There's a cleric.
I'm going to try not to kill him too fast.
Oh, that's cute. You think you'll hit me.
Okay. So
20 gold on Simon.
all right.
Where's the bag of gold from earlier?
We would have distributed that, I think.
So what are the odds that you're given?
Probably, I don't know. 2 to 1 on her? I don't know.
2 to 1. Okay. A lot of people are betting for Simon.
Okay.
Go figure.
There is a chance for you to lose money on this deal. As you see, Simon's kind of prepping the corner and and you're just like, it's gonna be great. Like, and you're just giving thumbs up, and yeah. You see quite a few individuals betting on Simon. I'll say this: by the end of the night, before the battle takes place, you have, with his 20 gold, there's another 45 gold on top of that, betting for Simon. Okay. However, with those odds, it would be remiss if a few individuals didn't bet on Zara, just to cover, to hedge stuff. There is 27 gold that's been placed down for Zara to win the fight.
Aylin's gonna make a big show of him being like the cleric, like the healer, and put 5 gold on Zara and make it like a big deal that he's doing it.
The minute he does,
Put down 4 times that.
the minute he does, another 16 gold is put down for Zara. as the healer goes, I've chosen this one, and puts 5 gold.
This is my squishy.
I'm going to say this: you managed to come back near the tail end of this, so I'm not going to leave you out of this fight if you're in the temple and stuff. And we can always RP. Oh, let's RP in the Discord. The interactions that happen in the temple. Okay, so you and I can do like a long scene. So another 16 gold is put on Zara.
Cool.
But everybody looks to you to lay down the ground rules for this fight.
Okay. You've got whips. She's got magic. Till one of you yields or is unconscious. First hit on the flip of a coin.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out my coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a coin?
I've got my coin.
Okay.
Sure.
And call it. I'm going to flip my coin.
Heads?
It comes up heads.
Okay. He flips the coin. Zara, you are up first. Let me explain a little bit about this arena. Didn't think this was happening tonight, but here we go. 30-foot like circle. Okay. The ceiling goes up to about 40 feet. I'll say in the air. It's not that large. However, sporadically placed around the room, one on one side near the door and one on the back. Across the way, like past the circle, you would see two golden totems. Okay, they're made of wood and they're made to paint to look like gold, but written in different languages around the totem. You would see the word weather written in different languages, carved around the word totem, carved on this golden totem. Okay. But these are the 2 other like main structures in the room. Okay. That being said, Zara, you are up first.
Okay, I'd like to know how long approximately his whip is.
It gives me a 10-foot reach.
Okay, I'm going to fly to immediately take my movement and fly 30 feet in the air.
30 feet up.
Yes.
Okay.
Coward.
Okay.
And just hit a, oh gosh, because I don't want to stay out of its way the whole time, but I want to be impressive for my very first move. Okay, so straight up, Eldritch Blast straight down.
Okay.
Like one of those.
Okay.
Yes.
Thunderstruck! Like, yeah. Like, give me an attack roll.
All right. 16.
16 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Give me
Okay.
some damage.
Oh, I'm rolling this.
Yeah.
The
no.
Eldritch. I feel
You're
bad
fighting
about
in a
that.
coward's battle. That's fine. I get it.
Wow.
Ooh, 9.
9 points of damage.
That's fine.
Boo.
Okay. You are on the ground. She kind of flies up in the air. You hear a sharp whistle. You hear from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the pale tiefling?
I do.
Okay. About 10 feet away from you, inside the circle, is one of those totems. And he just, very discreetly, as he's sitting there sketching in his book, he like tilts his head over to the totem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's gonna go over.
Okay?
Place my hand on the totem. High winds.
Okay. Around the area, you hear, "Oh shit!" as everyone takes their shirts. Some of them pull out masks as they're like, "God, I love this in," and bring a mask and things of that sort. Everybody in the room, winds start picking up and blowing the sand everywhere in the space. Okay. What I need is this: if you are not right up on the battle, you're going to be lightly obscured. Okay, in terms of seeing stuff, ranged attacks are going to be a little tricky. Okay, you start getting battered around by the winds a little bit. I need a strength saving throw from you immediately.
Okay.
I also need a strength saving throw from you.
I'm sorry.
19.
That was a nat 20. I'm
No.
sorry.
That's great. That's great.
It's actually a 19 though because I have a negative one at my strength saves.
Okay, I need a D4 from you.
Okay. 3.
4.
Okay, you managed to maintain your like staying up, like you're not like immediately like the wings wrapped around you, you have no control, but you are shifted over to the side.
Okay.
Against your will, like you're over this way. With these high winds and the sand blowing around, you need to be within. You can see faint outlines of him in the circle, unless you're staying over by the podium.
It was only 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'll move 30 feet closer to the center.
Poof, come back to the center. So you see him in the center, but he's obscured a little bit. He's going to have a higher DC for ranged attacks and things of that sort, as the winds pick up a little bit.
Now, was that my action to activate the totem?
That was your action to activate the totem. You still have your bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action, patient defense.
Patient defense. Okay. Okay. Zara.
Okay. Gosh, I've realized that I don't have...
Deb's over there
everything
eyeballing
is
your
ranged.
character sheet, being like...
Yeah, everything is ranged, and I feel really bad about that, because I can't just stay out of his range the whole time. That's not fair. But everything I have is ranged. So let's get within... Okay, so what I'm going
Deb
to
is
do...
like, I would have no qualms.
I know. So I'm going to say, he did say it was wings and whip. I've got to use the wings, right?
Sorry, can't hear you.
Boo. Deb is booing you.
Okay, so what I'll do
Smart to
is
see you.
I'm going to go ahead and land, but I'm going to land 30 feet from him. So I'm going
Okay.
to use my 30 feet down to land 30 feet from him, because I don't want to do this whole thing in the air. That's not fair.
Okay. So a little on the outward edge of the circle. Because
Yeah.
he's in the middle of the circle. You can't be 30 feet away. You can be 15 feet away.
That's fine.
Yeah.
15 feet away is fine. And I'm going to cast... Gosh, we never got a short rest, so this is my...
You decided not to.
Crap. Okay, then I'm not going to do that. So I'll do another Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I will say add a 2 to your AC.
And it's a disadvantage.
Yes.
It's at disadvantage. Okay, yeah. Oh, you know what? I never verbally said that I was doing my mage armor. I would have done it going in, but since I never verbally said it, I don't have mage armor up, correct?
If you...
Like, I never... She would have done mage armor going in, but I
Tell you
never
what,
actually
I'll
said
say
it,
this.
so it's
I'll,
fair to not
I'll,
have
I'll
it.
give it half and half because you did have a lot of time. Give me an int check. If you pass the int check,
That's fair.
not an int save, an int check,
Right.
you would have remembered and you would have been like, oh, okay. If not, you got swept away in the battle of it.
Okay, I need... That's the same die.
A 2?
No.
It's a 20.
20, another 10. 20. Yes,
This
you would
same
have
one
cast...
has rolled 20.
You would have
Definitely.
cast mage armor on yourself before the battle started.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the one that rolled 20.
Attack at
times.
disadvantage.
Okay. That's 13
Miss.
plus... Well, it was 13 on the die, and it's an attack plus 6, so it's a 19.
And that's at disadvantage?
That's at disadvantage.
Hits. Stunning.
That was a 1, though. Only 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. Another arcane energy blast goes flying outward towards you, Simon, and it kind of hits you. Even though you dodge out of the way, it still kind of clips you in the shoulder a little bit. There's a mighty cheer from the group as more individuals are like kind of passing money back and forth for like little side bets and things of that sort. The windstorm stops as that totem stops glowing gold. And Simon, your turn.
Immediately closing the gap, going in for a whip.
You get close. Give me attack rolls.
That's a miss.
Miss. All
And
right.
down to 14 hit your AC.
No, it does not, because it's 13 base. Shoot. I never...
13 plus
13 plus dex,
13
so
plus dex,
13.
yeah, so it's 13. Oh, actually it does hit then, because I'm only at 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Because mage armor is 13 plus dex. Oh, and I don't have... I keep losing track of who I am and what I have.
No, it's okay.
I don't have any other armor. So yeah, so that
13
hits me.
hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Now, Before I roll damage, I have a question.
Okay.
Since I've seen Serafina throw spells before, do I see anything that would have resembled an arcane focus?
Whew.
That's me.
You would have seen you would have seen her necklace that I think she wears. She's got a particular like necklace that she wears that she's used as an arcane focus.
Zara, I need you to make a strength save DC 13, please.
Okay.
Because I'm using my disarming strike, specifically targeting.
Disarming strike is for somebody that's holding something. There's a difference between and I will do this. I'll say this. She's not holding it, and there's a difference, I think, between like smacking somebody's hand and having them drop the sword.
I was aiming for the leather piece that was holding the
Okay,
necklace.
that I will allow. Yes.
And it is metal, but
Yeah.
I mean, but
How about
in the
this?
picture it's
Give me a
like
disarming.
with-
Give me what is the save for disarming strike?
Strength DC 13.
Strength DC 13.
10.
10. I'll say it falls, but it doesn't fall far. Like you can't grab it with the whip, but it
I'm not looking to grab it with the whip.
okay.
So that means I cannot cast spells.
Not until you pick it back up.
So that is.
So I can't hellish rebuke this.
You
That's if you're using your tiefling one, that's an infernal trait.
Okay, so it does, I don't have.
That-
I didn't know if it was like no magic whatsoever, or
she
if I
does
can.
not have hellish rebuke as a tiefling trait. Because she
You
has
took
the
the-
Yeah,
ability
that's
to
my
fly.
warlock. It's a
this would
warlock
be a
ability.
warlock trait.
Okay.
So I can't
that
use it.
is 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then, with my bonus action, I'd like to try to kick the necklace away.
Okay, yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Cool. 21.
Okay, 21. There's a poof, kick as that necklace goes spiraling into the audience.
Galen nonchalantly casts Sacred Flame in the air when he does it.
Kick. It is super bad. Okay.
How far away from me would it be then?
I'll say this. Give me a perception check as a free action.
Nat 1.
Nat one.
Same die that rolled the 20s.
With the dice giveth, the dice taketh away. It goes into a small crowd of individuals. I'll say this. For story purposes, I can't not do this. It lands right in front of Dev.
Okay.
I'm not touching it. I'm not messing with the battle.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. I've moved, attacked, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to back up because I can't cast anything now. 30 feet, but 30 feet at a diagonal towards where that the necklace is.
Okay.
So I want to get at least 20 feet in the air.
You're
but
going
I'll
in the
lose
air
that
and trying to get an
10
aerial
to
view.
get towards where the necklace
Give me
is.
perception or investigation to look at the ground from a bird's eye view to spot where this thing landed in the crowd. Either one.
That's an 11.
You see a group of individuals kind of close to Dev that kind of like are looking down at the ground, but you don't pinpoint exactly where it is.
Okay. Well, so I can't mage hand it up. And I can't use any magic. So I'm out of luck. And I don't have I have a crossbow.
You do have a crossbow?
We'll use the crossbow. Weapons. Okay, so that is a. No, I'm terrible with that crossbow. I never practiced with it, which is why it's only a 5 to hit.
Okay.
So I pull out that crossbow and just. It's sad.
Okay, so I need you to know something about spells.
Okay.
A spell casting focus is used for spells in place of the components specified for a spell.
Okay.
So if a spell
I've never had an issue with losing my.
So I'll say this. I'm going to treat this as a wash because she doesn't really know a lot about magic, and like Zara doesn't. So if it requires a verbal component
Okay.
or a somatic component, you're okay. If it requires a material component, you substitute the spellcasting focus or a components pouch for that particular aspect of it. So if
Got it. Okay, I
if there is
didn't
a
realize
if there is a verbal component or a somatic component, and correct me if I'm wrong here, boys, like
So Eldritch Blast is just verbal and somatic. There's no material components.
Right. But I think the momentary panic in
Okay,
her
that's fine. So I
eyes.
won't do it this time, but at least I know like anything that's verbal and somatic I can use. I just can't use anything that's
Anything that
material.
requires a component or a spell casting focus.
So I could have also used Hellish Rebuke because that was also verbal and somatic. and no
Correct.
material. Okay.
Correct.
That's fine for next time, but that's on me for not knowing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Cool?
Yes.
All right, cool. We go back to this, you're 10 feet in the air. Or 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
20 feet in the air, up above you.
Cool. Is there a totem near her?
There's one other totem in the space that has not been used.
I didn't ask that. I asked if there was a totem near her.
Roll. Evens, it's near you. Odd, it's not.
Okay.
Any dice.
Yeah. Odd, it's not. It's 5.
It's not near.
Well, I was going to see where else I was. Oh well.
You were going to jump off the totem.
I was
and
going to
then
jump off the
on
totems and attack, yes.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll start making my way over to where that group is where Deb is standing because she's directly overhead.
Yeah. You go over to this group. She's kind of floating down, looking about, and then you watch as like he gets like right below you.
And just look up.
Okay?
And for my action, I'm taking dodge.
Dodge for the action.
That's it.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna say, I can't believe you took my necklace.
You weren't using it.
And for me to look one more time for it, I don't want to use up my action on that.
Bonus action.
It would be a okay. That's a.
You've pinpointed where it is, and he's standing now on where it is. He didn't say he's putting his
Okay.
foot over it. Like, so give it to me.
Well,
have it-
I know where it's a 17.
Yes.
So I probably know where
You spot
it is,
it.
but
Cool.
I'm not
It's-
going to waste my mage hand
It's right in front of Dev.
on that. Okay. All right. Let's Eldritch Blast.
Give me an attack roll.
Maybe not. That was a 13.
13 to hit
Yep. Okay.
tonight. All right. You doing anything else? You keeping your distance?
I'm keeping my distance actually, and I'm bumping up because I haven't taken movement this turn.
You have not taken movement this turn.
So I'm bumping up to 30. I'm at 20 feet.
You're at 20 feet directly underneath him.
So I'm going an extra 30 feet, my full movement up.
It's only
Since you hit the ceiling.
40. It's only
okay,
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, so I'm going up towards the ceiling.
All right, you're at the top of
Yeah.
the ceiling, like just kind of like looking down at everybody, and everybody's kind of looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm crossing my arms and glaring at him.
Okay.
Aelin leans into Dev and says, "What's that thing where she tells us how to do things?"
Being bossy?
Stop missing!
What would you take? Action or bonus action to pick up her necklace?
I'll say bonus action.
Cool. Pick up her action. Use my bonus action to pick up her necklace. Walk back toward the center.
Okay.
You want this back? Come and get it.
Hold it at the center.
Damn.
Ooh.
And I'm holding my action to attack her when she comes home.
Okay. He gives you the Neo. It's like,
Okay.
are you paying attention to me? Or the woman in the red dress?
Okay.
I don't know.
Why do we have a red dress on?
I'm not mad.
Really
I look
confused.
really good. I'm just also really confused. What's
Okay.
I think A-line coming back. It's great.
So I'm going to. That's it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll swoop in.
30 feet.
Yeah. I can only go 30 feet, so the closest I can get to him is 10 feet, right?
10 feet away.
Oh look, that's in range.
Right. No, I know. I know that.
So does my
Wait. We gotta do this right. You have held your attack. So as she
Yes.
swoops in, it's still her
No, I know
turn,
that.
and you're just kind of attacking simultaneously.
That's fine.
Okay?
So it'll be his hit and then my hit?
It'll be
Or it's my hit and then
your
his
hit,
because,
his hit.
okay. So I'm going to swoop in.
Okay.
I'll Eldritch Blast again.
Give me an attack roll.
Necklace, please. That is a nat 20.
That is your third
That is
nat
on
20
this thing,
of
but this is
this.
the same one that's rolling a nat 1. Look.
Okay.
Look.
No.
Oh, I see it.
Dude, you keep showing
I
it
don't
off.
know, because this never happens on this die. I roll cruddy on this die all the
All
time.
right. Double some damage for me.
So
In all fairness, she did roll like all ones last week.
it's
Yeah.
true. I've never gotten to use 2 of these ever.
We're
I
just
get to use 2 of
doubling.
these. I know, but do we double the 1 die?
We double the damage.
Okay, I forgot. 6, 12.
Okay.
Boom. He's still up?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Attack.
Thank you.
Attack.
Adjusted 20. How's that grab you? And I'm pumping the Divine Smite into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
That's a fail.
16 points of damage.
Ooh. So the
Ah, crap.
okay.
That's it. I was gonna hellish rebuke him, but I think he took me out.
The whip goes like this, and
Yeah.
as the whip connects, you see him outstretched, the tattoo on his hand travel through the whip. It like runs down the whip and gets right to the end, and as that tattoo like connects at the tip of the whip, there's a like it echoes out throughout the entire space.
Okay. He took me out before I could hellish rebuke him.
Did you attune to the bottle
You were
spider?
the only one who did.
I'm the only
Yeah,
one
I
who
did.
did. Okay, I'm just checking. Because if not, I need
Yeah.
to.
Do you catch her on the way down?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Okay. You are knocked unconscious and sort of fall through the air, but Simon very quickly like catches you right before you hit the
Put the
ground.
necklace in her hand.
Okay.
You hunt it. And then healing hands for 3.
Okay. And you come back.
You're back up to 3 hit points.
Thank you.
And the crowd is like, "You're friends, right?" All right, good. And everybody just like applauds and stuff like that, and like.
Just start like doling out gold.
Oh yeah.
And just
yeah.
bow.
You and I will catch back.
Yeah,
up
we'll
later.
figure the math out.
We'll
later.
figure out the math.
I'm sorry, I could not throw that fight, not for any gold.
Oh no, you should not have.
No.
But yeah, you see a lot of people that were like patting you on the back and saying good job, and other individuals that are just coming by and like shaking hands and things of that sort. So there's a brief pause where they kind of look around and be like, "Who's next?"
Next question. Who's next? I'm going to sit down.
Tomorrow. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna sign like he's gonna do something. Tomorrow.
And everybody just sort of like filing out of the room.
Aelin will walk over and do you?
I'm fine. I'm gonna go rest. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
You're lucky I didn't just stay in the air the whole time.
That would have been a cowardly thing, and you know better.
It would have been, but it would have been effective.
Oh, I'm walking out at this point. Like, as soon as I said that, I turned heel and walked away.
No
Yeah.
hard feelings?
None?
Not wrong.
Okay.
Aelin runs after Simon.
Yeah, Simon's walking out. Aylin's running out. You kind of caught up with the group. Are you coming out?
Well, I guess it would probably like as they're funneling out, probably be like, oh hey, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Bye.
Why is she hurt?
Cool.
Bye.
You all settled down. I'll say for a rest, a long rest that
Just
evening.
now.
I was meeting Wax.
Oh, that's right. As everybody is kind of settling down for the evening and going to their various rooms and things of that sort, like you're going to leave and go to the temple.
Also, Indigo G must.
I thought he was coming. I thought he was coming to where we were for a drink.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, but he's not going to walk into your room and be like,
Oh
"Hey,
no!
are we
but,
still
like,
doing this?"
You said,
Yeah.
you said I was going to the temple. I thought
Oh,
you were
that's
coming
right.
out.
That's right. Yeah. You walk out. You walk out, and he's
And
meeting
Aelin
you.
goes to wander the city at night. by
Goodbye,
himself.
everyone. I'll see you next campaign. Yeah, he winds up coming after a little bit of time, and he goes,
Okay.
do you want to sit down, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still dressed very much for the temple, barefoot, shirtless, but just sits down in the chair across from you, and he goes, "What questions did you have?"
Well, like I said, I don't know much about Melora. I know a little bit from a friend of mine who used to write letters to me.
She is everything. She is the goddess of the world around us. The natural beauty and terror in some of the wilderness's spectacle. So, how long have you been a follower?
A couple years.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Did you really meet her?
Insight.
On him?
Yeah, just on if he seems trustworthy.
Yeah, give me an insight.
Even with his insight. An 11.
He seems genuinely trustworthy. It's hard to
Right.
gauge, like it.
Yeah.
Regarding whether somebody's trustworthy or not, like he seems genuinely interested.
I did.
What happened?
I had saved somebody, and we were running. And we went to sleep, and I woke up, and she was there. And she offered to take away the bad. And I just had to follow her.
She took away the bad?
Yeah.
He looks confused. He's like, what are you talking about?
So I didn't always look like this.
Okay.
And I wasn't always happy.
Okay.
So she took away the bad.
Where did she put it?
She didn't tell me.
Okay. He just seems confused, and it almost is like his core is being rocked a little bit here. He's like, I understand that God's work in mysterious ways, and the Green Mother more so than others, and I trust her implicitly, but Aelin, everything has a cost. Like, the world needs balance. I don't know if she took it away permanently.
Well,
Are you prepared for that?
I guess I have to be.
Okay.
She asked that I raise her name in the cities and the fields alike.
He says, that I can get behind.
It's hard to do when you don't know the stories.
I have stories. Let's talk. And he will like pat your leg and just kind of go off into the evening, like telling you stories of Melora, giving you the teachings surrounding her. You and I will talk specifically about what is shared. However, for the time being, next history check that you make, or religion check, that involves the pantheon and the gods, you can take at advantage after these stories are told. Okay.
Okay.
So write that down. The next sort of history or religion check that you make involving that.
Okay. Involving the pantheon.
Involving the pantheon.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. For everybody else, what are we doing that evening?
Sleep.
Sleep. You're beat to heck. You're beat to heck. No, you're
I look fine. I didn't get hit in the fight. I didn't get hit in the other fight.
No, you're fine.
I just need spell
Zero.
slot.
I look better than before because I can use my magic again.
Zara.
That's how much I had left.
Oh, seriously?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
I was running to heal you and explain why I bet on her, but you ran away too.
I want you to know that was close.
Hellish rebuke. If I'd been able to get that in.
Oh no, I knew if I didn't hit you with the smite, I'd have been done.
Yeah.
Who's in the room with Dev? Help me out.
We're sharing a room.
Yeah, but you're at the bar. No,
Well, it
I'm
depends on
kidding.
what time of night it is.
More like shutting it down.
He's either in there or he's not.
You'll do.
These are two options.
Okay, perception check at disadvantage then. I'm gonna say he's still outside.
Oh no. Actually, I'm gonna use.
Yep.
I could've
I'm gonna
helped
use
you
these
lounge.
dice instead. Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Perception.
Turbo advantage.
6.
Okay. This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
You are awoken to a dagger being cutting into your side. It's a surgical strike that seems to bear a little bit of weight to it. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay. That's gonna be a 4.
Okay. I will go and roll initiative. You take. Yeah, he's gonna go first. You take 9 points of damage.
Okay, if I open my eyes, do I see whatever's attacking me?
You do. You see a way bigger than the one that you saw before. Red-skinned tiefling with a little bit of vitiligo around the face, who's next to your bed, and he is standing over you. He's got a dagger in your side.
Hellish Rebuke at
Okay.
2nd level.
What does this save?
Dex 14.
He makes the save.
Okay, does he get half or no?
He does take half.
Yep.
Roll
Okay.
damage.
22 fire.
Oof, a dude.
That's 23.
Still gonna take 11.
I mean, it's gonna be half. Yeah.
Yeah.
20. It's 22.
That's right. You're both pretty. All right. Cool. That's what you awaken to. You awaken to this figure standing over you and things of that sort. Like you don't say anything. You just erupt to this hellish rebuke out into their face. He is going to back up from the bed and take another stab at you.
Okay.
This is a 14 to hit.
Yes, because my mage armor's not there anymore.
Okay. Less damage on this one. Just 6 points of damage.
6 points. All right.
Okay.
My turn?
Your turn.
Bonus action, I'm going to use my sorcery points to get a 2nd level spell back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So 3 all on him.
Okay. These are ranged attacks, correct?
Yes.
Okay, he is up close and personal
is
with
there
you,
a way to-
stabbing you with this dagger. So you could always try to shove him out of the way. You could try to back out of the way, but up close and personal, and ranged spell attacks when you're in close combat with somebody, I believe are a disadvantage.
Gotcha. Can I undo that then?
You can undo that.
Okay.
That is the magic of D&D.
Okay. Instead, I'll do Shocking Grasp, and then use Shocking Grasp for my action.
Give me an attack roll.
That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. It's going to be 2 points of lightning.
Okay. He's still up on his feet. He looks fine.
And then use a sorcery point or 2 sorcery points to quicken spell to do it again.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll damage.
2 more lightning.
And 2 more lightning. I would say enough noise has kicked up at this point that everybody's rooms are around each other. I'll say this. Let's go in order of passive perception. Okay, as you're hearing this noise kick off and stuff like that.
I was all the way
I'll just
downstairs, and was I on my way back? Like, I don't know.
This is fairly late into the evening. How late would you stay up swapping stories?
Probably not too late.
For the
because he
sake
knows
of
he needs to get a
Dev,
rest.
for the sake of Dev, I will put this in. You're walking back to the room and you start hearing weird noises coming
got
from
it.
the room. Okay. Passive perceptions across the room.
36.
Passive perception
Passive perception is 4. I'm sorry, it's 4.
is just 14.
Yeah, okay, never mind. 14. I was like, I got a D12, which is a 19.
Somewhere a fly that's flying around farts and you hear it. Like you're just.
There's a disturbance in the forest.
And you get really distracted, so you go last.
Okay. 12.
16.
16.
10.
10.
9.
So, good question. Have we been able to take a long rest, or are we still rocking? what we
You are
got?
not having taken a long rest.
Okay.
So whether this would have changed, whether you get up and move and go to this fight or not, is up to you. Okay. 16. Yeah. You hear something come from your room. Next round will go to you as you kind of pick up on the noise and stuff like that. So you go running forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Door's locked.
I know something's wrong inside,
You heard a noise. You heard like a thud, thud, zzz, like you're hearing arcane spells.
Okay. Then.
Door's locked.
And so Mandrake would pick the lock and let Aelin in.
Yeah.
I think Aelin has a key to the room.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, I am. But would Aelin remember it as a key to the room?
Yes.
I would take out my key, unlock the door.
Nope. As you put the key in the lock, there's something in the lock stopping you from opening it. Almost as if somebody took something like a piece of metal, shoved it in, and jammed it to the side.
I would bang on the door and yell, Dab, I can't get the door open!
With him screaming, that's enough for everybody, okay? That's enough for everybody. Wake up if you will, okay? We go back to the top of the initiative order again. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 points of damage.
Thank God.
All right. That was his turn. Your turn.
Another shocking grasp.
Okay.
'Cause that's all I got. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
5 lightning.
Okay. He's looking rough. Okay. With Mandrake, not Mandrake, because you just said Mandrake. With Aelin yelling, everybody starts coming out of their rooms.
Can I use No, I can't. I didn't use a first level
No,
spell.
it's gotta
Never
be a
mind.
first level or higher.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. It's you're not looking great. But he's not looking great.
I look terrible.
Either, okay? Everybody comes out of their room to see what the commotion is. You see Aelin banging on the door, just yelling for Dev.
Okay.
If we heard another hit, right?
You would have heard
because after I yelled, he hit him again.
No. You'd hear a zzz.
Yeah, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not hearing the.
Well, no, I meant like the hit he did to him.
You're not going to hear a dagger.
A
Oh, it was a dagger. I'm sorry.
We're on the same side of the building, right? Can I go out my window and in his window?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You just go.
Out wings in the window. Like, I want to get in that room as quickly as I can. My goal is to get in that room even if I have to smash through the window.
Okay.
'Cause I heard Dev. Like, I heard
Dev,
him say, yeah.
Yeah, Dev, what's wrong? You go out the window and you come in.
Because my goal is to get right next to him, put myself between, like as soon as I go in, I'm going to see there's somebody there, because I want to cast shielding Aurora.
Okay.
Much bigger than you.
Which is a bonus action. So, and I know I have to do that in initiative order, but I'm letting you know it's coming. It's a bonus action, but I'm going to get resistance to all damage, but if a hostile creature enters its turn within 10 feet of me, it's going to take radiant damage.
Okay.
So it's basically a...
This image of her, like, zipping out and zipping in is too good not to do. You're going to come crashing into this space. You'd see Dev, who looks like he's about to shuffle this mortal coil, as you hit your knees on the floor, like get close to him, and you just see her go like this, like take her arms and go like this, and as she hits the ground, there is a leonine roar that comes from somewhere in the room as this presence overtakes the room. Zerafina feels heavy. Like heavy. Like there is something about her as this leonine roar comes out of nowhere and attacks. I need you to roll initiative order for me. You're doing the same thing. Like you're.
So mine was like I was going to run down the hallway. If I see him banging on the door, then I'm going to do mist or face step and go into the room.
Okay.
From the hallway.
You're going to try to face step in. You need to be able to see.
Well, because I'm assuming that all rooms are the same.
No, you still got to be able to
see where you're going.
Hashtag not my room.
It's not Nightcrawler where if you know the space.
That is
laying on the ground in front of
the die.
Okay, so you're going to go at the top of the initiative order. Okay, that is your turn for this turn. We're going to go back into the initiative order, but you'll go at the top.
Now, do I just get a bonus action, or when I came in, do I get an action? Or
I'm going to say between you getting out of bed,
Getting in,
running
okay,
outside the building,
bonus,
flying
that's
in,
it,
that
got
was
it,
your
okay.
action, your
Just making
movement,
sure.
and your bonus action to activate
Cool.
this sense.
All right.
What are you doing? You're out in the
I see
hallway?
Aelin knocking on the door. I'm going to knock harder.
1-inch punch. Boom.
Hey, that's my door.
Well, had it gotten to my turn, I was going to take my mace to it. So.
I'll say this: both of you roll attacks if you're both attacking the door. Are you attacking the door?
I will let these two get to it. It's
10.
fine.
You're like, oh no, stop.
A 10 to attack. It's a door.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
a
to say it doesn't have an AC. Like that's
15.
15. Roll damage for me, boys.
6.
Yeah, 6 points of damage.
1d6.
There is no door.
6.
Okay, it's gotta be like you hit him high, we hit him low. They be fast and we be. It's just poof, the door splinters open. Okay, I need everybody to roll initiative order for me. We go back to the top of the order with all of this happening. What damage does he take?
If he ends his turn within, it's 7 points. It's my warlock level plus my charisma modifier.
Okay.
7.
He looks like he's barely holding on after this lean and roar. Okay, but it's his turn. Okay, he is going to.
I am directly between him and him.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Does Hellish Rebuke only work
If you're hit.
It's only if I'm hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 points of damage.
I'm down.
All right. He's out. Dev goes down. Dagger slams into his side as this figure, like in the space, just like shoves the dagger into his side. Okay? Dev, go ahead and give me a death saving throw, please.
Okay.
It's his turn.
That's 12 on the die.
12 on the die. You can mark success. Okay? You guys come to the room to see a figure standing in the space who looks like he's barely standing. Zerafina's on the ground. Dev is unconscious, and this guy's holding a bloody dagger in his hand. But he looks like he's barely standing, and that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Okay.
All right. We will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's epic Wanderlusty adventure. We hope you had a good time with us tonight. We have a dice giveaway to do.
That was great. I almost forgot.
I know.
Right,
That's okay.
exciting.
Electrodon, thank you so much for tuning in. I didn't get a chance to hang out in the chat. Captain Slaymore, we love you, man. Thank you so much.
Ready to roll it?
Everybody, make sure we're going to roll in
I'm gonna roll.
3, 2, 1. Somebody sometime has won the giveaway. We love you too, Captain. And for everybody new that followed us tonight, Electrodon, which sounds like a Pokemon to me. I'm almost positive that's a Pokemon. Ordo, I see you. Palantir, I see you. Maysay, I see you. Twice. You beautiful boy. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go, oh, 19. We got a bunch of people in here. Graham, thank you guys so much. Everybody that tuned in. And Meowdith, we're going to go raid Nerd League Gaming. They are amazing. So stay around as we go raid Nerd League Gaming. We'll see you soon, Indigo Connect. And thank you for wandering with us. We'll see you very soon.